So where are we in this present moment? Holy Spirit provide me with everything to say within the same hour. In this present moment, everything is the way it is because that's what we voted for. That's what we chose. That's what we opted for. A nation and all souls. I'm not even gonna categorize it or title it or idealize with it. It's just that all souls, all particles, electrical beings. We've opted for this incarnate materialized world that takes us away from the source and the one who created it of the highest, you know, whom also the adversary came from, who oppresses, steals, kills, and destroys. We've opted for this hell bent society or civilization or whatever you want to title it that we're living in today and partaking in the matrix, so to speak, or the feeding of the beast that getting up every day, going to work, or having to, you know, participate in being responsible or mature, paying bills. Um, we've opted for this. Uh, a collective consciousness of intelligence beyond the metaphysical comprehension, um, ability to overstand, understand, and understand. You know, that slowly moved away from our Father, our Creator, the energy, the source, you know, to continue being, which we didn't even choose. We didn't even have an option. We didn't even have a choice. We were just dropped off and put into it, stamped and sealed. Cattle, sheeple, you know what I'm saying? And with all of that that's endowed in us that we are of, that we are an extension of, now you're activating. The earth is purging itself of anything that's inorganic, anything that is not of itself. There's a correction. So everything internally, externally, seen and unseen is changing and is evolving. It's a constant motion of evolution and evolving. Um, and right now, based on the laws or the laws in the lands, it goes beyond that of law and order, you know. And everything that is imbalanced is being rebalanced, being recorrected because it's been pushed and forcefully pushed too far to one side. So there has to be a correction. Right now, the yin and the yang symbol itself would need to be redrawn because it doesn't. That's not the way that it looks. It's not perfectly balanced. You know, the circle with the line going down with the two eyes on each side, the light and the dark matter. You know what I'm saying? It's not even. That's not even the way it looks. If I could give a full depiction and description of it, you know. So we're souls that have chosen something else by being misled and blind leading the blind and moving off a cliff to our own demise and destruction because we choose to let go. We've chosen to let go of our Father, not knowing when we're in a neutral state and our most vulnerable is that we were taken about by this cunning being, you know, unseen, you know, that targets you at those points in your neutrality and your vulnerabilities, and give you this ideology and perception of this is what you need and this is what you have to do, and you'll be rewarded with this, all these temporary things that doesn't last. But my man, we are eternal beings. We're eternal. Like, so what are you choosing? Like, why are we still choosing the temporary over eternal? Like, doesn't make no sense. I got one question for the adversary, you know. And that moment will come. I believe I will have that moment where I'll be able to ask, like, how could you go against the one that created you? Like, that's what a foolish move, you know. But that's where we are right now, past, present, and future. Removing the Gregorian, removing the pagan calendars, charge times, or whatever the case may be. We're not even on time. Everything is mostly an illusion, you know, because we're all just energy. We're not even on ground. Like we're floating. You feel me? We're floating. It's like you walking. No, you floating. You know what I mean? Because beyond under the ground, there's still space. You know, there's different layers and levels, and everything is ordered. You know, um, but there's a correction. There's a correction. This is where we are. Salvation is a real thing, and it's just for the purpose of what the mind can comprehend to even utilize it, employ it in those terms. You know what I'm saying? But the saving of particles, energies, atoms, Adam, Eve, you know, our ancestors, like I stop feeding this beast. You're activating. You're so much more powerful and special than you've been taught or that you can even fathom. Is beyond measure and description. You know, I like the way Billy Carson said it. He said that if everybody collectively got together and just decided, yeah, we're gonna do this and we're gonna stick with it, we're gonna ride it out. Like from my own um, reiteration, is that if we all decided not to go to work today, the fucking banking system would collapse. It's real because we have that power. You know what I mean? Without us, there's no them. It's only a small number of them, and there's so many of us, numbered beyond those the celestial beings, the spirits in the sky. You know, which they we call stars. You know, that's all of us outside of ourselves and inside of ourselves. Like we're so expansive beyond. There's so many versions of us. There's so many parts of existing of us. Like your eyes is a spirit, your ears is a spirit, your organs are spirits, you know, and you're in one collective body having an experience, a part of from a step down uniconscious, you know, from in the step down reactive version of formalized material matter, you know, and you're having this experience of tasting, touching, hearing, seeing, smelling, feeling, you know. But the highlight is also that arising and ascension with consciousness. We know that there's the adversary who wants the Father's seat, the Creator's seat. And just as it is with the Father or the Trinity, the Almighty, believe it or not, it's still true. It is what it is. But we've moved so far away from the one, everybody confused. Nobody is just do what thou will and all that, do what you want to do and this and that. There's no consequences. You live in life every day and you make the wrong decision. What happens? You pay the consequence, right? So it's obvious. It's all around you. It's all, you are it. It is you. Like, you know what it is. So as we, yes, there is an awakening. Yes, there is a consciousness. Yes, there is ascension. Yes, there's this evolution and evolving. But also the copycat who copies and wants to do everything that the father's doing and the orders and everything. Like they come on. Like we know the copycats, right? So be very careful of what you're doing and when you're going into what you're going into. Pray for guidance, pray for assistance, pray for protection, ask, summon. Don't even pray because we're not hunting out here. We're not seeking food and hunting to get it. So be careful with the words. We know that those are spells, things like that. So just speaking outside of the box in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Summon the spirits, command. You have that power. You got direct access. You are a part of the one, like the most highest one, the God of gods, you know, the King of kings. Like that's you. It's all in you. You are of it. You're the extension. You know what I'm saying? You're the hands and the feet. You can do. You can make changes. You can impact the world. This is the reality of it. Fuck the movie of it, because it's the movie. This is all planned out. This is what it is. The highlight, keeping to the point, for deter. Um, 'cause, 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 As you ascend and you're going through your spiritual awakening, your consciousness, your chakras, and all that different stuff, right? Be mindful, be careful, because there's a very fine lining that you can slip off, because the copycat has his own version too. So when you get into that, even there's nothing new under the sun, even though it may be new to you or unheard of to you in this moment, because you don't remember everything else from your past existence before you incarnated and came through the womb, through the portal, right? Be mindful that you're doing it the right way. And nobody's telling anybody this. Be mindful when you're playing with your chakras. Be mindful when you're dealing with your kundalini. Be mindful in everything that you're doing. Question everything, because you can be easily be tripped up and misled, and you jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire. You know what I'm saying? And you think you're free, but you're still being led. You're still enslaved. But they got it all set up. It's so tightly knitted that you can't even see your way out, and they want you to give up. And it's to discourage you from climbing higher and reaching the top. But you have that power to get through. You have that power. Even Christ told you, say he's great, but there's going to be those that's going to come that's going to do even greater things than him. You know what I'm saying? We are that. You are that. Peace, love, and blessings to all. So the same life force that's in me and is all of y'all. And I don't care where you at, what you're doing, how it's going, but the seeds is planted. The harvest will be reaped. And when you realize how special and powerful you are, how much you are loved. Let me tell you something about love. If the Most High, if the Father, the Mother, the Godhead, the Creator, the Trinity, all right, the Almighty, with His sword waiting, and coming in white, it better off if it's written that He said it'd be better off if He just came dressed in red for the amount of blood to be spilled. Christ is in you and Christ is beyond you. Yes, there's Christ consciousness, but there's also a real Christ. And this is what the fourth, fifth, sixth civilization, each civilization had to come to an end. And before every one, there was an age of awakening. Know your scriptures, get into your Septuagint, get into your strong concordance, get into your testament of Adam and Eve, get into your testament and Apocryphas, get into your the testament of Moses and the book of Enoch. Go beyond your scripture of just the Bible. A little here, a little there, but it's all here. You feel me? It's scattered. Get the information, really know what's going on, really know who you choosing to believe and who you following and who you represent. Show you is what's counted against you, your actions and your deeds. For man heart is sinful. All is sinful. All sin. God the Most High ain't no liar. It's already written. That scripture is about you. That's your story. That other stuff through the school systems and all that Persian and educating them and having 30 people in one room and teaching them to go work in warehouses, all that industrial shit. That scripture is about you. That history, that social studies, and that's them. That's for them. It's not for you. The food you eat and they poison and contaminate, and they know what that's for you. They want to keep you in that lower vibration, that lower state of fear, your chakra energies. But that's what a life source is. That's what a life force is. Women are magnetic. Men are electric. That's why the two come together. Now you got the yin and the yang again. That's why you got the particles, the protons, neutrons, atoms, electrons. Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But be mindful of it. Don't step too far. Don't veer too far to one side and not be aware of where you at or what you're going. It's just that scripture is your training wheels to keep you and guide you, so you know the difference and you have that spirit of discernment, so you don't get tripped up and to lead to your brother leading you into your demise and your destruction, and on top of that you serving him and giving him all the power, when that's what the heat is about, because he was being replaced by us. You feel me? You got a lot in you and they can't do nothing without telling you, and on top of that they can't move on you without you giving them the permission. You feel me? They can't inhabit you or use you and all that without you giving them the permission. They fool you once, they can't fool you twice. You feel me? They fool you 3 times, that's just on you. You know what I'm saying? But blessings, peace, and love, a highest ascension and highest form of existence to all, and freedom to all. I summon and command and will for all to be free, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. So that's how we really supposed to live. You got the belt, I got the shoes, she got the vegetables of corn, he got the watermelon, he got the grapes, and we all working together. We a village, we a tribe, we working as one, because we all one. All is one. You feel me? When you start to begin to recognize that, understand that, you'll know much. You'll function a lot more. You'll see that this life is a lot. You get a lot more easement from it. know what I'm saying? I'm trying to pack everything into one video, but that ain't gonna. That's it's just too much. But I love all peace, blessings, abundance. And when you got righteous wrath, that's not used to get out there, fight and record and shoot. That's not you. That's not for you. It's righteous wrath for protection when you have to. You know. And then for you emotionally intelligent beings, some of y'all take it easy on those that are emotionally intelligent because you're not emotionally intelligent. Not that being a bad thing. It's just that they're able to express themselves. Give an ear, man. Stop listening to have a response. To listen, man. Listen to what's being said. Because sometimes people just need to vent. People just need to get it out. You feel me? And express themselves because that's where they are. You know what I'm saying? Or that's who they are. That's a part of how they're crafted. You feel me? And each one give each one a turn, bro. It ain't no first in line and all that bullshit. Like we all on the same accord. You know what I'm saying? Let's stop creating these monologues and these settings, these screen settings of this acting ass platform. Like we really real, we really exist. It's just a lot of other motherfuckers that really don't exist because they not really real. So everything else is fake and everything that they build is fake. That's why they got fake foods. They everything that's organic, they fucking it up. They fucking up the water. They fucking up the foods. I'm F bombing hard right now in an emphatic way, you know. And it's not the same as what the next one meaning coming from me. It's emphatically speaking, man, for care and love. You feel and to express it, man. That's it. I'm putting the boost of turbo on it when I speak it like that. You know, to like pierce it. I'm piercing right now. You feel? But y'all already know what it is, man. To all known and unknown. You feel me? Peace, love, and blessings. Highest ascension to you. All that's listening, that's giving the ear to hear what the Spirit say to the churches and your families and all that's of you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.